Hey guys, Coach Daniel here. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about back squatting. Back in 2013, there was a study published by a guy named Hawk that said about 3 injuries occur for every 1,000 hours spent in a CrossFit gym. And those statistics are about dead even with a lot of other lifting modalities like powerlifting, endurance training, or bodybuilding. I've been doing CrossFit for about 6 years, and I've been teaching it consecutively for 4 years now. I have my level one CrossFit certified instructor through HQ, and I've got a lot of experience dealing with personal injuries, specifically the lower back, as well as other athletes' injuries. Today I want to talk to you guys about some mobility that you should be doing before you squat, as well as a warm-up, how to properly set up a rack, proper stance, depth of a squat, and then some common errors that I see as well. First off, we'll go over some mobility. As always, you guys want to make sure that you're doing a warm-up as well as your stretches. And if you can't do one or the other, try to pick doing a warm-up instead of just doing stretches. There's a lot that you should be doing, but the first couple that I want to show you is a pigeon stretch. So you'll put one knee down, turn that leg inward, reach back with your opposite foot, stretch back into your hips. Switch sides, do about a minute each side. The second one I want to show you is called a banded ankle stretch. So you'll take a purple band or a light moderate resistance band, place it around your leg, at the base of your ankle, put a little bit of tension on just like so, and push that knee forward over your toes nice and gently. This will stretch the calcaneal tendon in the back of your leg. Do that for about a minute as well per side. Okay, now you're ready to set up your bar. These little guys here are called J-hooks. The flat spot here is what you're going to use to measure the height that you want it at. Between the top of your shoulder and your nipple line, it's about where you want that thing to be. Right there is good for me. Second thing we're going to go over is the rule of thumb for the grip position. So take your thumbs, literally put them right at where the rough part, where the knurling starts on the barbell. The grippy part is the knurling. Slide it back, dip down underneath, and put it right up at the top of your shoulder blade. If you watch, when I lose tension, it's resting right on my spine. When I shrug up a little bit, I create nice muscle padding. That's what you want to do. Now that your rack's set up, you've done your mobility, you're ready to do a full squat. I'll demo a full squat for you, and then I'll talk to you about depth and stuff without the barbell. That's it. So if you notice, I adjusted my foot stance before I started squatting. You want to make sure that your feet are about shoulder width apart, not too narrow, otherwise it's too hard on your knees. Next thing is I reached back with my hips, I led with my hips, and I closed my knees and my hips at the same time. Going down, trying to keep my shins as vertical as possible. You know you're at the bottom because your thigh is going downward, or you could roll a marble from your knee to your hip crease. And that's about it for the squat, guys. A couple common errors I see is people like to dismiss their inability to lift as just being inflexible or being inactive. It's important not to do that and to stay patient, just keep at it. First error I see usually is something called a snake-like bar path, or a bar path that wobbles back and forth. And what you'll see is athletes pick the bar up, they'll be in too much of a hurry, and the bar will go this way and track back and forth as they go down. The reason that is because they're leading with their back instead of their hips. They're in too much of a hurry and they drop this way before they reach back with their hips and find balance in their feet. Common error number 2. This one's nicknamed the butt wink in the CrossFit world, because your butt kind of does a wink at the bottom of the squat when your hips disengage. We're going to do this without the barbell because it's unsafe to do so with it. Hips back, everything looks good and they're nice and loaded, and at the bottom they lose tension in their hips and they drop. All the weight just went to their spine, and that's where a lot of back injuries occur. So to tie this all up, guys, just make sure that it's really important to go back over the basic stuff. Always start with with the perfect rack, being patient, sending your hips back nice and slow, especially when you're doing your first few reps. Secondly, it's really important to stay patient with your body. Some of these things take years for injured athletes or tenured athletes, shorter amounts of time for others, but it's important to be patient while you get over those obstacles and get those desired outcomes. Happy lifting, guys. Thank you for listening.